Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be installing a digital rear view mirror. For this, I went with one I found on Amazon. Don't worry, I've never heard of the brand either. But it's a nice bit of kit and it comes with all the little things you need for the install. So why did I go with an aftermarket mirror? Quite simply, price. The factory installed mirror was listed at $695, but I picked this one up for less than $300, including the hardware kit. Of course, things are never as smooth as you'd expect, and I had to deal with this black box sitting right where the mirror goes. It's the forward collision sensor, and it really seemed like it didn't want to come off. Rather than risk breaking it, I did a quick Google search but didn't turn much up. So I started messing around trying to build a mount for the mirror. I even went as far as measuring angles and bending some metal to match. I wasn't too keen on it though, and thought I'd give the internet one more search. And of course, the first post I found confirms that the box should come off and that there's a mirror mount underneath. Back out to the van to try to pry it off with a spudger. And there you have it, a mirror mount. As you'd expect, it's a Dodge Ram mount instead of a universal one. While the manufacturer does sell one that would fit, it was much faster to go down to the auto shop and buy this adapter. Give it a little test fit. Yeah, that'll work. But since I don't trust a set screw in the thin aluminum mount, I decided to add some epoxy to the equation. Mix it up, apply to the mount, and then let it set. Now it's time to measure out where I'll be cutting the hole in the sensor box. Time to drill. I used a hole saw to get the shape that I wanted. A little bit of cleanup with some sandpaper and a Dremel. Alright, time to get that mirror in place. Get it all bolted up and start wiring. I started with the included dashcam off on the right. Eventually I moved it underneath the mirror and added the GPS dongle, which you won't see in this video. It's worth noting that some of these mirrors have a cam built into them, but they wouldn't be able to see past the sensor box. That's why I chose one that has a separate camera. With everything plugged in and tested, it's time to run the wires to the back. Once there, we've got another black box to deal with. After removing it with an impact driver, I drilled a hole for the camera and used silicone to mount it. Time to put it back, and I quickly noticed that the camera was too close to the mounting bolts. So I drilled a new camera hole, remounted the camera, and plugged the mistake with a little plastic cap. Still looks pretty clean, so yeah, I'm happy. After that, it's time to hardwire the camera to the battery. First thing is to look for a keyed source of power. Pretty simple to do with a voltmeter. Then we pull the fuse. Probably shouldn't have done that with pliers. Then I used an add-a-fuze to tap into the power. Let's close up that panel. Alright, working as promised. Time to clean up and tuck away all the wires. So I did this install last summer, and here's a newer shot showing the final camera placement. I've also tucked the GPS module and power supply up into the headliner. Overall, the mirrors perform great. One hiccup, the suggested hardwire kit burned out right away, like within a week. So I ordered a new one from a different company, and that's been perfect. I'll link it down in the description. Alright, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.